Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Sasha, and for today's video we're going to be talking about my 2021 makeup favorites. So this is like my all-time favorites. I got to try on like a lot of makeup, like more than I did last year, and you know, I bought some of my makeup of my own because most of my makeup comes from subscription boxes, but some of them I was able to purchase on my own. So I'm pretty proud of myself that I'm starting to build my collection like even more. So probably later on, maybe in a few weeks, I'll try to do like a makeup, my makeup tour, like whatever makeup I have. I'll show you guys like later on whenever I have the time. But for now, I'm going to be talking about my favorites, my most favorites for this year video. What I found myself using the most, or also what I fell in love with like really like instantly. Since this video is going to be like a really long one, make sure to grab a snack or like a little meal or a drink or something, because right now, you guys, I'm on my second cup of coffee already. Oh my gosh. I wanted to get Starbucks earlier in the morning with my first cup of coffee, but you know, I was trying to record this earlier, but I just couldn't. So this video is actually taking me long to already like start doing. So right now it's like the evening. It's like around 6 p.m. So I have my studio lighting, so that's why it doesn't look so dark anymore. So yeah, I need this second cup of coffee, guys. Oh yeah. So if you guys are new, I do a lot of unboxing videos and also some makeup videos, and I'm slowly gonna start doing more makeup videos because I'm now able to like kind of purchase some makeup, and so I can review for you guys and for me too. So it's so fun because I'm like getting into it because it's something I always wanted to do. Like I always wanted to just make videos and review makeup, so I'm slowly gonna do that. So if you guys are interested in my unboxing videos or my makeup videos, then go ahead, subscribe to my channel. So for brows, I only have a few products, you guys. So I have this Kosas Brow Pop Dual Action Defining Pencil, and it looks like this. So it's very cute. It's pink, and I had just recently gotten this, and I am really in love with this product. It comes with like a brush little spoolie. Color of it is like this. It's like I'll say I got the shade medium brown, and I think the texture of this, like, it's very easy, like, because the way it's shaped is kind of like triangular, brownish triangular. It's very easy like to control, to help like shape your brows better. And the color, I think it's pretty nice. Like, it's pretty good for my brows. I think maybe next time I'll try to get a darker shade after medium brown. So I feel like I love this so much, you guys. I would repurchase this. I think this was around $22. This is like my favorite brow product I've used this year, like my very top favorite, and I just recently bought it too, so it's fine. It's so surprising. So also in the try on part, I did my other brow with a different brow pencil that I've really been enjoying. So I feel like I'm going to finish this one really fast because it's very thin. So this is a Roen Beauty and some Vowbrow, and I got the shade medium. So I got this from BoxyCharm. I think it was BoxyCharm Premium. So it's very thin, very microscopic. This one's actually a little bit darker. So they both look kind of ashy, but they're a little bit darker. So it's the one, this shade right here. So I like this one because just the formula of it, it feels very stiff. Just like with the Kosas, it feels pretty stiff too. I feel like this is more stiffer because it's more microscopic. A product I love using, like just topping it off, I used the ABH Dip Brow, and I got the shade Soft Brown. So this shade, I would have preferred to get a darker shade, but I got this. I'm pretty sure it was Ipsy Glamour Plus. So when I do my brows, they come out kind of looking dark, and then when I put this on top, it just softens the shade. But I really like it because it kind of gives more tint to your brows, and I love adding like more like tinted brows. I like making my brows like pretty bold, but not too bold. Like I have actual brows, because without brow pencil, I feel like my brows are just so bare. So when I first started with makeup, my brows used to be naked. So I don't know how I did it before, but now I can't. So say if I do like a simple makeup look, I just can't have my brows on. Like I have to have my brows on. Finally, the last brow product I've been really loving. I love it so much that I bought the full size version. So this is the Benefit 24 hour brow setter. So this is a mini version. I bought it the full version because I loved it so much. So I haven't opened this, so I'm just waiting to finish this. This brow gel, guys, it really like helps you control your brows, like shapes your brows. Like my brows are a little bit untamed because I still need to trim my brows. My brows have been growing like really fast lately, so yeah, it really shapes the brows really good. Like I highly recommend this product. Like if you need to tame your brows, this is really good. Like, it doesn't feel super stiff, but it feels like it's just enough like to have control over your brows, like to shape them better. So I have a few primer that I've been really enjoying that are my favorites, and I'm gonna start with this. I feel like this one's my top favorite. I wish I would have used it today, but I've been using this like a lot, like throughout the year. So I got this in my BoxyCharm Premium, I believe. So this is the Laura Mercier, and this is the protecting version. So it has SPF, which I really like. And I also have an illuminating version that I have stored away. I'm saving that one more for the summer. I haven't used it at all. But I really love the formula of this. Like, even it has SPF, it doesn't feel like thick at all. Like, so this is the way it looks. Like, it's just very thin. It's like a light moisturizer. And it doesn't really leave a shine that much. Maybe it's light, but I just love this primer so much. The next primer I've been loving, well, mostly in the summer, it's this one. So this is the Touch in Sol Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet Primer. So this is what I tried on today because it's been a long time since I used it. And so the way this feels very like icy, like it feels very cooling. That's why it feels great during summer, because during those hot days. And the texture of it, it's like a silicone kind of primer. So when you put it on, it kind of blurs, like it gives you like this blurring effect on your face almost. Like, you only need a little bit, and you have to make sure you rub it in like really good. If not, then you're gonna leave some like silicone stuff like right on top of your face. But I like the way this feels. It makes your face feel like very refreshing. Well, this is like a high-end primer. So this is a Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer. And you're supposed to use this with the little thing. So it looks very ugly, guys. Look at this, you guys. So it looks very ugly, but it seriously makes your face like a light powder on you. Like the geishas, you know, the geishas, they wear white makeup, right? But it's not that dramatic, but it just adds like almost, I would say like a light white cast to your face. It just softens your face, like a soft focus finish almost. But it's more like a little bit mattifying too. I want to mention this one. So I got this mini size. I got this from Ulta. In one of those, like, you know, you buy this much stuff and you get a free sampler if you put in the code. And this is like one of them I got to try on. So this is a Smashbox 24-hour photo finish shadow primer. This stuff, you guys, it's a mini size. I think I'll be willing to buy this in full size, maybe like the medium size, because this stuff is pretty expensive. But seriously, this makes your face look flawless. Like, photo finish, like this one blurs your face too. It has like a thick consistency. So let me do a little sample right here. So look at this. So it almost reminds me of the Tatcha, but you know, this one has like a little bit shine, I think. And also, yeah, this one has a little bit of a shine. But I really like it because I feel like it has a nice grip for makeup. So I'm kind of sad that I'm almost out of this. And then the next product, the next primer, the last primer. So this is a Tarte Sea Glotion. So you can either use this as on a natural makeup looking days. If you're not wearing makeup, you could just put this on, or you could use it as a primer if you want to, just to add like an extra glow. So this is the Tarte Sea Glotion Skin Perfector. And I really love this stuff, you guys. So there's like a tint to it. It looks pretty dark. But I mean, as long as you're not lighter than me, I think it will work out. But it blends into my skin really good and adds like a nice glow to your face. So I love this during summer. And if you want, like, even the winter too, this is great for all year long. Like, I love this stuff. Like, on natural days, makes your face look so good. Foundations, I have quite a bit. And yeah, I was trying to kind of tone down the amount I have, because this year I got to try on so many foundations, more than I did last year. And through sales, that's why I was able to like try different foundations. And I'm really happy because some of the foundations I bought at full price, I mean, not at full price, but during those sales, ended up being my favorites too. So one of them is this one. I actually did a review on this. And this is the Tower 28 Sunny Days SPF 30 Tinted Sunscreen. So this stuff, it's exactly what it says. Like, so there's like a thick consistency to it, but pretty much gives you like a natural finish. Like, literally it gives you a natural finish. So it makes you like look like your face, and it's just natural. It doesn't add like any shine or anything. It just makes your face like makes your face look normal. Like, this is a very, very natural finish. So I really like this foundation. I've been really getting into like skin tints. So I actually have two skin tints I really want to talk about. I've been really loving these two. So I got this. So this is Tarte Hydro Flex Serum Foundation. So this is different from this one. So if you wanted to, you could pair these up together. They work perfect together. But this is the like the tinted moisturizer or tinted foundation. And this is the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. So I find these two very similar. I'm not sure how different they are, but let me just do like a quick swatch to see if I can remember. Tarte one, and it has like a watery consistency, like a little bit, and so it's very like easy to blend. Also, it has a slight smell, like it doesn't smell bad, it smells good, and this one adds like a nice glow. Let me see the Fenty Beauty drops. It's a little bit runny too, but I think a bit thicker than the, yeah, this one's a bit thicker than the Tarte one. The Tarte one's a little bit more thinner. So you guys can probably tell because I kind of blended it in together. So I got the Tarte one here and the Fenty Beauty here. So I feel like the Fenty Beauty, it's like blurring drops. So this one's a little bit thicker, so it has like slight more coverage. And the serum, the Tarte Serum Foundation, it doesn't have as much coverage, but it has more of a glow to it. Like, so this one has a little bit slight more glow than this one, but I think this one might have more coverage. If I were to choose between the two, like I love them both, but I love the Tarte one more. Like I just love this one. This feels so lightweight and this is perfect for summer. Also this one too, since they're so like thin, like it feels very natural like on your face. Like it doesn't feel like you're wearing makeup at all. So that's why I've been loving serum foundations or tinted foundation, like lightweight foundation. I've been really loving them. I'm almost done with this one, so I should probably just finish this one up, but this one's like a really good one. Like I loved it so much that I bought two more on BoxyCharm add-ons. So I got this from BoxyCharm, so I think on my BoxyCharm base, and it's the Pure 4-in-1 tinted moisturizer. So you know, it's not really foundation but a tinted moisturizer, and this one also has SPF. This one has SPF 20, and look at how dirty it is, you guys. I'm almost done with it. Like I'm probably like have this much left. But I bought two more from BoxyCharm add-ons at a good price. I think I bought them for $6 each, so I paid $12 for two extra ones. Like it adds like a nice coverage, and the consistency, I think it's thicker than these two. So this one's like a little bit thicker, but it just feels like a nice, like a good BB cream. That's how it feels like to me. So I really love this stuff, and I love this one so much. So I recently got this. I did a video on it, like trying on a bunch of Pat McGrath stuff, and in that video it kind of came up like pretty late because I got my stuff like 2 weeks before that or so. So I got to play around. Like I've been using this like a few times already, and I need to like hold myself like not to use so much of it because this is very, very expensive. This is like, I think this is $68 full price, but I only buy stuff from like sales, you guys. I don't like really buying stuff like at full price unless I really, really want it. But this is really nice, like this foundation. So this is a Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sunlight Perfection Foundation. I got the shade. It's a little bit darker than I would want it, but it's light medium 14. So I think next time, whenever I run low, I'll probably buy a lighter shade. So I really love this because like it just makes your face like look really good. So you guys could like check out my videos. I'll leave the link up there. Like even if you're off with your shade, like it just blends in, like it becomes like your own new skin tone practically. So that's why I wasn't upset when I got when the shade ended up being a little bit too dark, because it just blended into my face like really, really good. So it just such a nice finish. So for concealer, I only have a few concealers. You guys, I mentioned this last year too, and this is still one of my favorites, the Tarte Shade Take Concealer. Like I love this so much, I bought the full size version. And this, I got the shade 29N, so it's a light medium, and I think it's a good, like it's a perfect shade for me. It's medium to full coverage, not full, but it's like a medium coverage, I would say. And it does crease up on the underline, so you have to make sure you set your under eyes. Okay, and the next concealer I have is Anastasia Beverly Hills. So this one has like a unique doe flow applicator. So this is the Magic Touch Concealer, and I got the shade 6. So this one's a little bit peachy for my taste, so I wish I would have picked a different shade. But this one, I feel like it's more full coverage than a Tarte almost. This one's more creamier, I feel like. I'm doing comparison swatches, so I don't know. So I feel like with this one, I don't need as much as Tarte. I don't know. They're pretty similar. much the same coverage almost, but I feel like with the ABH it's more creamier than the Tarte one. I feel like the Tarte one's like a little bit dry, and that's why I always have to set my under eyes. I always set my under eyes because I feel like my under eyes, they always kind of crease up. So the next concealer, I have the Dulce Colors Meet Your Hue concealer. I got the shade 8, so this is the shade light, so it's pretty light. So this is my one of my lightest concealers that I have, but I use this to kind of brighten up the inner corner. So look at this one. So yeah, it's definitely lighter, but like the formula of this, I feel like it's just a perfect formula. It's more like solid than the Tarte one. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's the best way to explain it. So this is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer. I got the shade Light Medium 10. So this one has like a thinner deflacator. So this one's a little bit peachy. So yeah, this is my darkest concealer. Looks like I got a little bit too much, but there's the comparisons, you guys. Yeah, but I really like this one. Like, I feel like it gives a good coverage. Like, you see that? Oh, I did put a bit too much, but it provides pretty good coverage. It does crease up on my under eyes, so I still need to set my eyes. I think next time I'll definitely get a lighter shade because I really love the formula of this. I feel like this one's a little bit like more hydrating. So I think the most drying formula is the Tarte and the Dulce Colors. These are more drying. These two are more hydrating. The ABH and the Pat McGrath's a little bit more hydrating. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about blush products, you guys. So I have cream blushes and regular blushes, and I have so much blushes, you guys. So much blushes. I have a lot of blush favorites. Okay, so this is the one I use today. So this is the ABH Stick Blush in the shade Latte, and this one, the shade of this, it's like a perfect like rosy brown shade. Like, I love it so much. I think the brush I used today, it wasn't my preferred brush, but I still blended this blush pretty good too. So the next blush is actually a Rare Beauty, and it's the Soft Pinch blush, and I actually got 3 that I own, but I love these 2 a lot. I actually do like the other one too. Okay, so I have the shade Joy. This one's like more like a coral orangey color, and then I also got the shade Adore and Grace. So these are pinks and this one's orange. Always do one cheek at a time because it kind of dries down pretty fast. Very pigmented, so you just need like 2 dots, and then you could use either a sponge or a brush, whatever you prefer, or even your fingers. Sometimes fingers is just easier to use. I wouldn't say it's good for beginners because sometimes you could get carried away with it because you only need a little bit, unless you could get the idea that you only need a little bit, and maybe it'll be good for you as a beginner or maybe not. I don't know, it really depends like how like light-handed you are too. So the next cream blush I want to mention, you guys, I really love this blush. It's by Tower 28, and I got the shade Rush Hour. So I feel like this one has like a dewy finish. So the Rare Beauty blushes I showed you, they have different finishes. So I think a few of them had like dewy finish and one's like a matte finish. But I like using like my finger to blend it out, but I think using the sponge is probably the easiest to use. So you only need a little bit. This one is like the pigmentation is pretty pigmented on this, so you only need a little bit. So I think the Rare Beauty one's like the most pigmented though, if you're comparing those two. The next cream blush I want to mention, you guys, I really love this one. I feel like this one's not as pigmented, so it's very easy to work with. So this is the LYS, and it's the Satin Matte Cream Blush. So I really love this. I feel like the shade is perfect. Like, it's not like such a powerful shade. It's just a very like soft looking shade. And it's like the formula to this is not as creamy as the Tower 28. So this shade's kind of similar to the Tower 28. This one has a pink undertone actually, like a pinky orange. This one's more orange, the Tower 28. So this one is shade Kindness. So I picked this shade because I didn't really have this kind of shade. Or yeah, they look pretty similar, but I prefer this shade though. This one's like less pigmented, so I really love this one. So this is a Dominique Cosmetics Cream Blushes. I really love these. Like, these are my first cream blushes. The Natural Rose right here, and the other shade I have is Soft Pink. So I really love the shades to this one. This one's like more darker. I really love the formula to this. It's like more balmy. Sometimes I like combining these 2 shades too, if I want like in between shade. It's almost like a cream to powder formula almost. So it still has like a slight like creamy look to it, but like out of all of these, this looks more like cream to powder. So now one more cream blush, you guys. I have to mention this one. I I think it's one of my top favorites, you guys. The Tarte Breezy Cream Blush, and I got the shade Peach Sunset. And this formula, it's very like thin and balmy, just like the Dominique Cosmetics. Actually, this one feels more like, now that I'm touching it, it feels more thinner. It feels like it melts into your fingers. Like, it blends into your face really good. I think it's, out of all of these, this has the best formula. Oh, I don't know, it just blends into your skin really good. Yeah. So it is my first time swatching all these blushes in front of you guys and comparing. So I think out of all of these, I think this is my favorite. This one, the formula, look at that. Just the finish of it, it's like your cheeks but better. Like, nah, my god, such a nice finish. But now we're gonna move on to powder blushes. And ooh, let's start with this one first. So this is the one I used today. So this is a Patrick Ta Monochrome Moment She's Seductive Blush. So this one's like a perfect mauve, like a mauve blush. It has like a slight sheen to it. So I really love this blush so much. This is like one of my favorite shades. And I also have another shade right here. This is a shade She's Adorable. This is the She's Seductive. And this is She's Adorable. So this one's more orangey. This one's more mauvey brown. But look, at just nice. It kind of looks matte. This one has more of a shimmer to it. Like a goldish shimmer, and this one has like a sheen to it. They both have like a sheen, but this one has like more of a shimmer to it if you're comparing. But very nice formula. And the next blush I want to mention, this is actually drugstore. And I always wanted to try this because when I see it on videos, it always looks so beautiful. So this is the Milani Bake Powder Blush. So I got the shade Luminoso, and they said this is like a dupe to the NARS one. Like a different shade. It's very light, but it has more of a glitter look to it. So there's a Milani Bake Blush. Now another one I have to mention, I love this one so much. So there's a large Geller, and it's the Bake Blush in Brighten in the shade Tropic Hue. So I love this so much, I was considering buying a different shade. So this is the way it looks. It's marble-like shade. Oh my gosh, it's just such a gorgeous blush. This is the large Geller. So this is more of a sheen. The Milani one's more glittery like, but they look pretty similar. So I really love the shade. This is like, oh, I love this shade so much. The rosy, like the rosy shade. I love rose shades. My last favorite blushes that I want to mention for this video. So of course I have to mention Pat McGrath blush shades. I've always wanted to try her blushes too. So I only have this one from the trio. So let me do some swatches to see how the comparisons look like. I got the shade Divine Rose and Desert Ochre. Man, I got the names backwards, so I think I did that in my video that I did a few videos ago. Divine Rose and Desert Ochre. So these are more like mattifying blushes, like matte blushes. So they're not really shimmery, and they're very light, so you have to build up the color if you want it to show up. So it's like, I say this blush is great for beginners because it's very easy to like use since it's not that pigmented. You just have to build up the color, but the shade is very gorgeous. Almost a slight glow to it. Like, I can't describe it, but you can barely see it. Ugh. And of course, I love the highlighter too. That's probably like my favorite highlighter. So, for highlighters, I don't really have that much like powder highlighters. Of course, this one, I love this one, the Pat McGrath. This is where I kind of left off. So let's do a swatch of this. This highlighter is absolutely beautiful. So let me do a swatch right here. It's seriously like, oh, such a stunning like highlighter. Oh my gosh, I can't even see it. It's like Pat McGrath, like the formula, it's like so thin, like you can barely see it, right? It's like a subtle highlighter, but you could kind of build it up. So there you go. So when I was trying this on, like the more you build it up, the more glittery it looks. See, now you can see it more. It's really pretty. The next one I want to mention is by Casual Beauty, and it's a Mochi Glow Bouncy Blendable Highlighter. So I love the packaging because it's roundish. It's very like, oh, you just wanna, it looks like a macaroon. Like you just wanna hug it or eat it. It's so cute. So pretty. Like it looks like it'll be a really pretty highlighter, but actually this is a really subtle highlighter. Like it's like a barely could see you there highlighter, but it's really pretty. So probably thinner formula than the Pat McGrath. Like it's very subtle. Let me see. So I did one little light layer, but look at that. It's so pretty. It's a good subtle highlighter for natural looking days. Now we're gonna jump into liquid, or yeah, like liquid cream highlighters. So this is actually by Dominique Cosmetics, and it's a skin gloss, and the packaging just got ruined from the heat. Look at this. it got like melted, but it's still good, the product. So I really love this. This is like a balmy, like it's very balmy, and it's just so easy to blend. I use my fingers to blend. So let me just do a little swatch. It's so pretty. It's such a like a universal shade. Oh my gosh, this is such a gorgeous shade. Look at this. So it's like a silver champagne shade. Such a universal shade. It's really pretty. Let me do a double swatch. Oh my gosh, like look at that. It's so gorgeous on the skin. It's very like bouncy. It's so pretty. This is from About Face, and this is the Light Lock Highlight Fluid in the shade Fight or Flight. And the packaging of this is really gorgeous. It's so kind of holographic in a way. It comes like with a little dropper, and seriously guys, a little bit goes a long way. So this will last me a really long time. I love this highlighter too. This is the one I'm using today. It's very popping, very like, so yeah, it looks like a pinkish purple, like silver. Actually, I don't know, like this shade is so different. See, it shows like a lot. It's very reflective, very mirror like. It almost look like metallic in a way, but it's very like, you just need a little bit. So I like using my fingers, so I don't really have a brush to blend that one like that I'm comfortable in. I just prefer using my fingers for the liquid products. Now the last liquid highlighter that I love so much, this is by Illamasqua, and it's the Beyond Liquid in the shade OMG, and this is like if I remember right, it's like a champagne color. It just has reflected as a About Face, but the About Face is more like pop in, but you know, it's just like right next to it, so it's really pretty. I love it so much. It's very easy to use with your fingers too, just like with the About Face. I think the Illamasqua one is easier to work with than this one because this one is just very pigmented. So let's just talk about bronzer. So I want to talk about cream bronzers first. I only have 2 cream bronzers that are like really my favorites. So the first up is by ABH, and it's the cream bronzer in shade Amber. I really love the shade of this. Like, it's so nice. This is like a good summer, like a summer shade, but even now I could still use it. Like, I use it as a base, like a perfect bronzer shade for me. Like, my skin tone is kind of like light medium to medium. So the next cream bronzer I've been really enjoying is the Makeup by Mario, and this is in the shade light medium. So I think this shade is really perfect too. So this comes with like a little brush end to it. I could kind of use it, but it's more stiff and you have to like really like play with it. It's doable like to do your bronzer with it, but it just takes some time. Like, it's more neutral. This one's a bit warm and this one's a little bit more neutral, but I love the shades too. It's like they're both easy to blend, but I say this one's just a little bit more creamy, and it looks like this one has a little bit more of a dew too, this one. And this one doesn't really give you that much of a dew. This is a bronzer stick that I use today, so maybe it has a slight dew, but not as much as the ABH one. Now for powder bronzer, you guys, I only have a few to mention, just a couple. So the first one I want to mention is by Alamar Cosmetics, and this is a hydrating complexion trio, and I got the medium one. So I've been really enjoying this. I've been wanting to try Alamar Cosmetics, like more of their products. I think the very first product I tried is their lip gloss, and their lip gloss, I really like it because it tastes good, but it's kind of sticky. So yeah, but this, I've been like wanting to try their complexion products, like their bronzer, the blushes. I haven't tried their blushes yet, so someday, probably next year, I'll try them out. But I've been like really loving it. Like, this, you could use it to brighten up your under eye or just kind of to fade out the bronzer a bit. It's very easy to work with, in my opinion. And then the last bronzer I want to mention, this is actually, I think I love this one more than Alamar Cosmetics. So this is the Iconic London, and it's the ultimate bronzing powder in the shade medium bronze, and this thing is freaking huge. This is a big bronzer. Look at the comparison of this and that. Oh my god, like, this is a huge bronzer, and I'm so happy about it because I really love the formula of this. Like, you think it will come out darker, but no, it comes out a little bit lighter than you think, but it's really pretty. I love it. Like, this is my favorite bronzer, so I think I'm gonna hit pan on this probably next year. I completely forgot about this because it's like one item, but it's powder. So this is my favorite powder, loose powder, besides my Tarte Shape Tape loose setting powder. I love that one, but I think I love this one more. So there's a ABH loose setting powder in the shade Translucent. I think this was like really full. Like this setting powder is really like, it's really huge. So I think I'm about halfway, so I've been using it a lot. It sets my under eyes really good. You just have to make sure to tap out the excess from your brush, not to get so much, and just like lightly dab it, so not too much. So I think if you put too much, it does dry out my eyes. So I try to be careful with this. So I've been getting better at putting on my loose setting powders, because sometimes I get carried away with this. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about eyeliners, guys. And for eyeliners, I don't have that many favorites, like new favorites, but I'm gonna just mention them to you guys. So I think this one is like a word to mention. So this is by Gerard Cosmetics. It's the Eternal Eyeliner. I call them like a liquid felt tip. So one of these things, these inky ones, but it's not like super inky. Like the tip of it, I just find it easy to do your eyeliner. So sometimes, most days, I do my eyeliner really good with this. Like today, usually the ones I always have trouble on is this side, but I actually did it in my first try, so I was really happy. I know it's probably not completely even, but this just makes it like just the tip of it, because it's kind of stiff, like it makes it easier for me to do my eyeliner. Plus it's like super black too. I want to mention about Araceli Beauty. So I have quite a few. I actually have more, but I just grabbed the ones just real quick. Gosh, I just been collecting them through Ipsy sales. So they're really nice. It's good quality and they're creamy too, so I really like how creamy they are. So I really love using these on mostly on my gel eyeliner, like the waterline. I do occasionally use it on my top eyeliners, occasionally depending how I feel. I've been really enjoying these. So this is About Face, and these are the shadow sticks. So I've been using this as my waterline. So I actually used the pink one first on my bottom jawline, and then I put the orange one right on top. So yeah, I found them, like the shades of it, like it's really popping, especially this orange. I actually want to buy more. I just don't like spending that much money like just for like an eyeliner. I'd rather just wait for sales. But yeah, I really like the shade. Like surprisingly, I don't really like orange that much, but I really like how this shade really pops out the eyes. And then the pink one, it's so pretty. So you could use these on your eyelids too, so for like an eye look. I haven't done it though, but from what I've seen videos, it just looks like it blends really pretty. So I really been enjoying these. So I have two favorite eye primers that I've been really enjoying. So I have the Thrive Cosmetics Eye Lift 360 Waterproof Eye Primer. So this one is really good. So this is what I use today. This is like my top favorite eye primer ever. So it just adds like a nice like a little light canvas on your eyes. So it's just like an invisible like layer on top of your eyelids. And then my second favorite is this is the Beaute Eyeshadow Amplifying Base. This is in the shade Light. So I really like this because very light. So it's practically like almost like a concealer. So this would make it very easy to do like on cut creases, or if you want to do bolder colorful looks. So really guys, you only need a little bit of this, because look at how much coverage it does. So I've used this a few times in front of you guys, and it really covers around your, like it really covers your eyelids like really good. So you only need a little like two tiny dots and just blend them away. They both work really good, but this one's just my favorite because it's just lightweight and it's just very easy to just blend it into your eyes. So now the most exciting category of the makeup, you guys, is the eyeshadow palettes. So I really looked at my palettes. I've been thinking about it like actually the past 2 weeks, which ones are like my top favorites, and I already know like instantly like which ones are, but I just needed to go through my palettes, and I really needed to narrow down really my top favorites. I took out like a few palettes actually because I didn't want it to be so much for you guys. So it was really, I only took out a few, not so many, but I have around maybe like 12 palettes. So we're going to be talking about them one by one in no particular order. So this is the ABH Narvina Collection Volume 5. So I actually did a review on this back in the summer when it first released, and this palette is so beautiful. Like look at this, you guys, you see this? Oh my god, that's so beautiful. Like this is like the perfect purple palette ever. It has so many shades of purples and lilac colors, so this is truly like a purple dream. Like, and the formula to this palette, it still stays true from my first impressions. The formula is great. I feel like this is my very first ABH Narvina palette, and soon after that, maybe like a month or two, there was like a BoxyCharm takeover box with the ABH, and I was able to score the first volume and I think the third volume, so the orange and the purple palette. I feel like this one's much richer, like it's just better quality. Like I feel like it's softer, it just feels more velvety, and it's like really, I think in some of the shades you have to like kind of work with it a little bit, but you could do so many looks, you guys. You could do like a mauve brown look or like a purple look. You just could go anywhere with this palette. Truly, I fell in love with this palette. Like, it's the Ace Beauty Falling For You eyeshadow palette. Like, look at the packaging, such fall vibes, and truly the color story, it is fall vibes. So I also did a video on this eyeshadow palette too. I'll try to link it up there as well. But I really love this palette. Like, they reformulated their eyeshadow palettes, so I couldn't really tell a difference. But I think before, with their old formula, it was more like, it was really pigmented, their old formula, but maybe it was the texture of it or something. Because I have another palette I'm going to mention to you guys by Ace Beauty, and yeah, the texture of it, it's a little bit different compared to this one. The formula with Ace Beauty is very blendable, very vivid, very colorful, and you guys, like, I just love this color story. I've done quite a few looks with this, and I just want to keep using it. Like, this is the perfect fall palette. Like, I love it so much. It's so girly. I love this one so much. So this is probably my favorite blue palette, because I don't really have that many blue palettes or green palettes. So look at this, guys. So this is the Oceanic palette, and I love it so much. So if you really love blues or greens, this is a palette for you. Like, oh my gosh, you could use this during the summer and spring, and also winter. Like, I would use like I haven't done it yet, but I would use like a blue, probably get a blue from here, and probably a silver from a different palette. But yeah, these blues, oh, so beautiful, and really they're very pigmented, very easy to blend. I just love their formula. And there's also another palette that I wanna get. I wish I could have got it. I was thinking about it, like, but it's just that at that time I was kind of spending a lot of money. So they had released like a new palette a few months ago. It was the Tropic Vibes palette, and I wasn't expecting it, but they sold out on that palette. So I guess that palette really did well, and I'm just waiting for them to restock that palette. So that palette has more like green, grungy greens colors, so maybe like a sister palette to this. So this one's like more vivid, more colorful, while the other one's more grungy green. So I really want the other one. So whenever it comes back in stock, I will buy full price. I don't care. I want it. You guys, this is my very first ColourPop palette. So my first and my only one I own currently. So I kind of want to have like, I kind of want to get into ColourPop, but I don't really want to buy all their launches. Only the ones I really want that I go crazy for. I think one of the ones I really wanted was the It's a Hue palette, the colorful one or something like that. But, you know, I'm still waiting on it, like if I should buy it or not. But this one, I really love it so much. So I have done a few looks with this palette too. And the formula of ColourPop, it's a really nice formula. It's very easy to blend, very easy to work with. And this color story, I just love it. Like, it reminded me of the Kathleen vibes. I forgot what her palette was called, but I was debating if I should get that palette from Macari or get this palette. I actually got this palette over Macari, so I got it less of a price than the full price. I think this is worth, ooh, I don't remember. I think this is worth $35. But yeah, I was debating which palette to get, and I still kind of regret, I mean, not regret, but I kind of still want to get the Kathleen Light palette too. Even though the color story is a little bit like, they look pretty similar, that other palette. But I still want it though, because I love Kathleen Light, so I feel like I need her palette. Oh my gosh, you could just do so many looks. It looks very colorful, but really, the neutral helps out so much. The neutral, then you just use like a few of the colors. Good. So this is like my only ColourPop palette, but I highly recommend this one. It's really good. If you enjoy the color story, then I say go for it. So this palette is truly magical. Like, this is the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette, and I also did a review on this too. And you guys, if you guys seen that video, my first impressions, like, I am just in love with this palette. This palette is so beautiful. It's really magical. And yeah, I haven't touched a few of the colors, especially this one. I haven't, well, I kind of slightly touched it, but I'm kind of saving it if I want to do like a little short and like Instagram short, me like just watching it. So that's why I haven't really like used it really. But these shades, oh my god, if you love purples or like dusty pink, this is like a dusty purple pink palette. So it's more cool tone, and I really like it because it's different from the other palettes I own. Like honestly, this palette is very easy to use, especially the shades. Like it's like not as vivid as the ABH Norvina palette. That one's more like vivid, and this one's just more wearable for work, for every day. So you could like this palette is such a dream, you guys. Like I loved it so much that I bought the Mercury retrograde palette. So I have two Natasha Denona palettes, but they're the small ones. So this one, this is the Natasha Denona Ayana palette. So I got this in my BoxyCharm base box, and I really love this one because it's like a almost like a cool tone palette, but I really love the shimmers to it, especially this one. It's like a greenish shimmer, like a greenish silver shimmer. Like even this shimmer is very pretty. Like I just love this color story. It's very usable. Like it's a great neutral palette. So I've used the mini gold palette that I had from my haul video. So I bought this and then the love palette at the same time, or practically at the same time. But yeah, I really love it. So I really enjoy this color story. The greenish, like I love greenish, like greenish grungy colors. And if it's like a gold, it has to have that hint of green for me. Like I don't know, I need to get comfortable with gold. So this one I made like an army look, like this, like almost like an army color story. Like just the formula of it is just really nice, very easy to work with too. It's like a soft build up the color kind of formula. I have two palettes from this brand. So it's Pat McGrath, you guys, Pat McGrath. So I got this palette around my birthday time, so my birthday month, so around September. So this is my very first Mothership palette, and I am so happy I invested in this because this has started my passion for this brand. Like truly, I am in love. Like their shimmers or their dual chromes. Oh, this one's a dual chrome for sure. Like I love this one so much. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Look at this one. Like let me just swatch it right there. So it's like a reddish brown. Oh my gosh, look at that dual chrome. Very beautiful. These two purples are very pretty. So it kind of this one kind of reminded me from the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz a bit. They're very glittery. So let me just do it right here. So it's very good like toppers, you guys. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So if you guys don't know, Pat McGrath is a high-end brand. This palette, you guys, this palette retails for $125, guys. So her Mothership palette is like probably one of the most expensive palettes besides her bigger ones. But yeah, it's a good, I'll say it's a fair price range for the quality of it. I really enjoy it. And the mattes I will say they're not super pigmented, but they're very soft. Like it's a definitely different formula. I feel like this formula with the mattes is more like dry like, but it's really it's just the quality of it. Let me do some swatches with the mattes. Some swatches. So see the formula of it? It's a little bit dry, but yeah, it's like a different formula to work with. It's not like it's not like a soft, smooth formula, but it's just different. You just have to get used to the formula. Like this color story, it's very like easy to use, very wearable. You can use it every day. I love these purples so much, and this one too. So such a good palette. And you guys, just so you guys know, I don't throw away the outside packaging of any of my palettes because I have kids and sometimes they go through my stuff and I don't want them to go through my palettes. The Pat McGrath packaging, guys, of course I didn't throw it away. So I have it right here. So I just took it out like ahead of time to save me some time. But this is truly like a collector item, really, like just to collect. So later on, I have also the Bronze Seduction palette. And I really love that one too. But I just don't want it to be all about Pat McGrath. I have a good amount of mentions of Pat McGrath stuff. So I really love the Bronze Seduction one. But I'm just picking my top favorite. So currently I only have 3 Pat McGrath palettes. But that's one of them, my top favorite. And my next, you guys probably guessed it, this is my other favorite Pat McGrath palette. So this one, I did like a Pat McGrath get ready with me try on review video or whatever. It's worth $78. So I'm not sure why this one's cheaper than the Mothership palette, but yeah, I'll say the quality of it, I think because the other one there's like more like a dual chrome and probably more glittery, but this one's, I feel like this one's a little bit more crumbly, especially with the green one. I think that's, so far the green one's the most crumbling shade. So I've used that shade with my that other video I did. For today's look, I used this palette. So I used that blue, you guys. You guys wanted me to use that blue, that's why. And I also used another palette to help with my transition shades. So I used the Beaute Fallout for You. And I used the shades for the Persimmon and Autumn for my transition shades, like the orangey shades. I used this brown shimmer shade right here. And I think I used this for my bottom eyelid too. Right here I used the bottom. And then this one's the main blue shimmer you guys see. So I'd use that one and this one next to each other. And then I also use this purple little shimmer in the inner corner just to add a little spice. I don't know, I just wanted to use it. I think these are the best mascaras that I've used all year long. And let me just show you guys one of the first ones that I completely fell in love with. So I got the Yuma. It's by Roen Beauty. It's the Drama Bomb Extreme Volume Nourishing Mascara. So I got the mini size, and I actually have an extra one right here for a backup. This is like super black and it's very volumized. I love this mascara so much. Like the bristles, like I really love this mascara. Like I just find it very volumizing, and the fact that it's like makes your lashes super black, I think that really helps too, to kind of make your lashes stand out. The next one I really want to mention is this one. So this is by Dominique Cosmetics. It's a Bad Gal Bang Mascara. So I really love the bristles to this because look at this. This is like spiky and it's very easy to handle. And I feel like this mascara is just so easy to use because the handle, like it's so flexible and it separates your lashes. It's volumizing. So I love this mascara so much. I'll for sure be buying the full size of it, so I'm gonna be waiting for like a sale. They did have like a good sale for this, like a full size and I think a mini version at Sephora, but it sold out pretty fast. So I was thinking about it, but I should have bought it, but I just didn't want to spend any more money. Actually, let's mention these two together. So I got two Tarte mascaras. I would say this one is my top favorite Tarte mascara. I do love another Tarte mascara that I mentioned last year. It's the Tarte's mascara. So I really love that one because it's almost similar to this kind of handle, but I feel like this one's more, it lengthens my lashes. I've been using this mascara like a lot lately, like seriously a lot. Like I love this mascara. So far, I think the Yuma and the Tarte, this Maninator mascara is my top two favorites. And well, this mascara, it's really good too. This one's like more volumizing, makes your lashes more fluffy. It's more chunky. The bristles looks more chunky, so this one makes it more volumizing, but like it just makes your lashes more fluffy and more volume, but like you have extra lashes. This is by Rare Beauty and Rare Beauty mascara. I don't know how you call it, but yeah, I really like this one. So this is the one I tried on today. So my lashes, they have a tendency, like my lashes are so straight. Like when I first put on mascara, whenever I put mascara, they always look pretty like when I first put mascara, but over time my lashes just gets kind of straight. So maybe I'm getting better at putting mascara, but sometimes I take pictures and my lashes look so straight sometimes, but yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends on the angle, but I really like this mascara. I was really like impressed on first impressions. Like I love this mascara. And it doesn't really flake that much either. Has the other mascaras, do they flake? I think, I'm not sure. I think this one has the lip flakes a little bit. I heard about this mascara and I was finally able to try it out this year. So this is the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions. So I really love this mascara. Like look at that wand. Like seriously, this mascara, it's seriously crazy. Like with the name of it, it's that accurate. Liquid Lash Extension. It seriously looks like it adds extensions to your lashes. Like you start holding your lashes and then it feels like your lashes are getting longer. The only thing I would complain about this formula, like when you're washing it off, it gets like you could see the chunks of the mascara. Like you could just peel it off and it feels like you're peeling off your own lashes. It makes your lashes super long. It's pretty affordable too. I think it was around $24 full price. I got this in my Ipsy Glam Up Plus, so I'm so happy. So now finally, probably the most exciting category besides eyeshadow palettes and foundation is the Lippies, you guys. I have so many Lippies. Well, a good amount of Lippies, but I'm gonna tell you guys the best that I've tried this year. This year I got to try Gerard Cosmetics. So I know I mentioned like one Gerard Cosmetic product so far and I'm gonna mention another one later on, but I really love their lip liners, you guys. Their lip liners, it's a good formula. It lasts, like it stays on your lips for a long time. So I only got 3 shades and I need more shades. So I got the shade Share, Sugar and Spice, and Luna. So look at how creamy it is, and it's very like pigmented, and it's easy to hold and to line your lips with them. So one of my top favorites to use, like I love this lip liner so much, and I bought an extra one like a long time ago, so I'm about to pan out this. So this is like the end of it, guys. That's the end of it. So this is the Dominique Cosmetic Lip Filler in the shade Crush. So I really want to get more shades in this lineup, but oh my gosh, this is so like, it's creamy, not as thick as the Gerard Cosmetic, I would say, but I love outlining my lips and even filling my lips with this. This is such a perfect pink nude. It's a good thing I bought an extra one from Box of Charm add-on. So I think I paid maybe $4 for it, and this is like what, like $18 lip liner. Like, oh, save money. So the next lip liner I want to mention, of course, Pat McGrath. Oh, such great quality. I want to buy more, but you know, I gotta wait next year for a sale, save my money. Hopefully I could get more by then. But this is the shade Divine Rose. So it's very like, you could just tell the quality. Oh, this is so like creamy, but not too creamy, because I got it from a mini trio on Sephora. But yeah, the formula of this is just so nice. Like you could tell like this is high-end stuff. Now we're going to talk about lipsticks. So this is by the Milani. So this is a drugstore brand, and they're affordable. They're like $9 each. So I got 3 shades that are my top favorites. I want to buy more from their new collection. It's like more pink, more reddish tones. So this is from the new collection. So my favorites is the Tease, Pleasure, and Secret. Secret is a perfect pink like nude shade. Like it's perfect. I think this is my favorite shade out of all 3. It's creamy. It lasts a good amount of time too, the lipsticks. Oh, Tease. Oh, I love these lipsticks, like, and they taste like vanilla, so they taste good. So I just got this one from my FabFitFun box. I did record that video, but I don't think I'm gonna get that video up because I'm like so behind from my recordings and everything. But I love this lipstick. Oh, this by Beauty lipstick is the shade Sugar Buns. Oh, I love this. It's like a dusty pink mauve shade. So pretty. Love it. Yes, this smells good too. Like vanilla. This one smells more delicious than the Milani one. So I finally got to try on MAC Cosmetic lipsticks this year. So actually I tried it last year in December, I believe, my very first one. But yeah, I really love the formula of these. This one's really ugly. I need to get more shades from the Box of Charm add-ons. You could get them a good deal, like for $5-6 for one. But this is a shade Whirl. So this is like a brownish shade. They smell like vanilla. I'm not sure why, but that's a good thing. Been really loving the formula of these. Very comfortable to wear. All the ones I'm showing you guys, they're all comfortable to wear. And then the last one I want to mention, of course, Pat McGrath. So I need to get, you know, build my Pat McGrath lip collection too. So this is shade Divine Rose. So that goes with the lip liner. Perfect shade. Look at these shades. They're so gorgeous. Those are all the lipstick, guys. So now we're going to get into lip gloss and finish it off with lip oils and then the setting sprays, and then we're all done. It's a liquid lipstick, and this is by Stella, and it's a Stay All Day liquid lipstick in shade Patina. So I'm not sure if they still have this available. I think you kind of have to hunt for it last time I checked, but this shade is like a dusty rose shade. It claims that it stays all day, but it lasts a good amount of time. It's very comfortable to wear too. So that's how it looks like. So like this. Next one I want to mention is some lip glosses. So this is by Tarte, and it's a matte plumping lip glosses. So these are plumping, so they actually plump your lips a little bit, but they make your lips look so juicy. They make your lips look so good. The plumpiness doesn't taste like, you know, some plumping glosses, they kind of have like a mint feeling. This one, it doesn't taste like mint, but it kind of feels cooling in a way, but it's not very overwhelming. So I think this is good to start with for if you never tried plumping glosses. This is like a great beginner to start with. I got 2 shades, Buff and Mauve. So I love these 2 shades together. Like, they're pretty thick but slightly sticky, but they're very comfortable. So these are pigmented glosses. So Buff, it's like more of a just one color, while the shade Mauve, it has a slight shimmer. I love this so much. This is by Rare Beauty, and it's the the glossy lip balm. So out of all her lip products, this is my top favorite. Like, oh, it's so good, it's so comfortable, tastes delicious. It's a bit more sheer, but it's a buildable color, so it's like, I don't know, it just makes your lips look so good. It's like a glossy balm. Like, it feels very comfortable to wear. So I'm gonna mention another product next, but that's how it looks like. So you can build up the color. It just makes your lip look so nice. Not as glossy as the Tarte one, but it just makes your lips so pretty. So the next one I want to mention is by About Face. So another About Face product. So look at the packaging of this. Oh my gosh, I just love her packaging. Love it so much. I find it so pleasing, like, just to collect. It looks so pretty just to display. So I got two shades. So they're both completely different shades. So I got the shade Payton. It's more like a goldish, almost metallic looking shade. So this one's like, oh, but it's very wearable. It's not super metallic, but it's like a wearable metallic looking shade. Another shade is Angels on Fire. I was wearing this earlier, but I put on a different gloss after my battery died. But look at that, it's so pretty. And these are very comfortable too. They're just like a glossy balm. Oh, very comfortable. Very pretty too. So another thing you guys might want to know, like, this is the one I got in my, I think in my Glam Bag Plus, and I love this so much, like the formula of it, that I wanted to have the other shade, so I bought this over Mascaras. So yeah, I loved it that much, guys. These are my top favorite, my absolute top favorites. I love these lip glosses so much. These are my favorite. So currently I'm wearing, it's probably fading because, you know, the talking actually didn't fade that much. I'm wearing the Tower 28 lip glosses, and I'm wearing a shade Cashew. So it makes your lips like nice and juicy. It's very hydrating. It has different kind of oils like almond oil and cashew oil. Oh, so many oils, guys. Out of all the lip glosses I have, this feels like so nourishing. So it just feels really nice to wear. They taste so good. Like, they taste like almond oil, and they're just so nourishing on the lips, and they're not sticky at all. Like, not sticky at all. They're very comfortable. Oh my gosh, I love these lip glosses so much. So these lip glosses, they're actually pretty affordable. I think if I remember right, they're $14 each, but sometimes you could get them in duals, like in special sets or whatever, for like a good price. So I think one of them, I got a good deal for this one. This was in a set, the chestnut and the clear one. So I think I got this for $18. I'm not sure if it's still available, but it's like, I think this shade might be a limited edition. Well, this one's like their most popular clear shade. Cashew, this one's like a brown shade with a slight shimmer. Oh my gosh, like, look at that pigmentation, guys. Like, it looks like it's pretty thick, but it's just so comfortable to wear. Like, the pigmentation is so good. The one I've been using the most is the shade Coconut. I got this in my May Glam Bag X, and that's when I fell in love. Like, oh, I love this lip product. It's like the best lip gloss I ever tried in my life. This is the best. So these are the swatches of the lip gloss. Look, isn't it pretty? Don't they look pretty? So I highly recommend these lip glosses. Like, they are the best. The best lip gloss I ever tried. So I have two more lip glosses to show you guys, but let me show you guys the Pat McGrath lip gloss. Of course, I highly recommend Pat McGrath. It's a high-end brand, pretty expensive, so it's always good to wait for the sales, either on Sephora or preferably on Pat McGrath website. It's like better sales. So this is the lip gloss in the Divine Rose. So I got these in a mini trio set, so that's why they're all in the same shade, Divine Rose. It looks like a sheer lip gloss. It doesn't feel sticky at all, like, and it makes your lips look so beautiful. Look at that reflectiveness. And the last lip gloss I want to show you guys, this is like a really good formula. I think this one's a little bit like kind of thick, but it makes your lips look so good. So this is by the Lunar Beauty lip gloss in the shade Dreamy. So this is seriously such a pretty shade. It's like an orangey shade, so I'll do it right here. So this one's, yeah, a little bit thicker, slightly sticky, but it's so pretty. So I like using that either by itself or as a topper. So that's Artist Culture. So pretty. And it tastes like, and then this one tastes like cake. Like, tastes so delicious. I love this one. I highly recommend Tower 28 lip glosses. Those are my top favorite. And it's my second favorite is the Glossy Lip Balm by Rare Beauty. And my third favorite is About Face Beauty. So So my favorite lip oils, I have one by Arts Culture too. So this one right here, Arts Culture. So this one's like very like comfortable to wear, like nourish your lips and tastes good too. Like I don't know, it smells like or tastes like almost like lightly like punch. And the applicator, it's very fat. So the only concern, like I feel like I'll break this dip applicator someday. I think these are my favorite lip oils. They're like a lip gloss, lip oil, but yeah, they're like not sticky. Yeah, it's like shimmer. If you want to, you can add like a shimmer to it. You can use it as a lip gloss too. Very pretty. Look at that. So that's Plumeria Petals. Mahina Moon? This is right there. So it has like a slight gold shimmer. Yeah. And these taste good too. Like, I don't know what, but they taste good. Like it tastes like similar to how other lip oils taste like. I'll find the last category, guys, to finish it off. So what you do to set all your makeup is using the setting spray. So I only have 3 to show you guys. I got the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray. So they have different scents. So they have scented setting spray. So this is lavender, but I actually mix a bunch of my mini ones and I just pour it all together. So they're like a mixture of shades, mixture of scents. But I can still mostly smell the lavender than anything. But one of my favorite scents is the mango one. I love the mango one. And yeah, I feel like this setting spray, it really like makes your makeup last like longer. Like it's really good. Another ABH product. So this is a dewy set setting spray. So I really love this because if my makeup looks too mattifying, like for my taste, or if I want to look more dewy, or yeah, add like more dewiness, this seriously makes your face more dewy. Like if your face looks matte and you just want to add that dewiness, this really helps like so much. And it smells good too. I think this one smells like vanilla. And then the last setting spray I really want to mention is by Tarte, and this is a Maracuja Miracle Mist setting spray. So this is seriously like a spray, like a aerosol spray. So it's a really fine. So I showed you guys in the video, super fine. So you don't really have to put so much of it, but I think this really makes a big difference. I think overall, like using setting spray in general makes a difference into holding your makeup in place. So whenever I wear makeup, I just feel like I can't go without like putting on setting spray, because I feel like that just adds like the finishing touch to your makeup look, like the finishing spray. Thanks, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, even if you watch some of it, part of it, or all of it. And oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.